Yo, what's going on? Rolling in. Hello and welcome. V0oidathon Day 3. Doumeis,
Rolling
Diablo
in.
3.
What's up, everyone?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing just great, except I'm late.
Alright. Yeah,
Sorry about
just
that.
a little bit late, but let's blame the mess that is time zones instead.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. So,
No problem.
okay, I'm gonna start my game here. The timer will start on my first action or movement. So yeah, I was gonna play Demon Hunter because Demon Hunter actually rolls, and this marathon is all about rolling deep.
But this is not Demon Hunter that you're playing right now,
yeah, right
right?
now I'm not playing Demon Hunter because since this game is constantly online and I actually have a really bad ping when I'm streaming, Demon Hunter was just too clunky to play. Like, it was impossible.
So now you're doing Witch Doctor,
Yes,
if I'm not
exactly.
mistaken.
Witch
Alright,
Doctor.
alright. Let's change that. And yeah. The timer is all yours, so you can fire it up whenever.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, and go. So basically, Witch Doctor, he doesn't roll, but he turns into a chicken, which is pretty cool, I guess. This game, the category that I'm playing is the New Game Plus category. The reason I like this category is because you use everything the game has to offer regarding speed. We use very specific sets and legendary sets to be able to move really fast throughout the maps. The first part of the game is there's not much going on. You just kill a bunch of zombies, talk to some NPCs, and I'll be explaining my skills in a bit. Just there's a small trick coming up. There are not much glitches in this game. Most of the tech saves like 1 to 2 seconds, no big deal. So here I'm gonna kill the zombie, teleport to town. I'm gonna talk to this guard, talk to Leah and instantly TP back. So she respawns the gate. And that saves like a couple seconds, else she would spawn the waypoint. It's not a big trick, but it's like the validation of the run trick, you know. Have to talk to her here. Also thank you to everybody in chat. I won't be able to read much. This game is very fast paced, it's kinda hard to look away when I'm looking for exits and stuff. So here's the Cathedral level 1, it's the first randomly generated map of the game. I kinda know what to look for, or where to go. Mostly I know the dead ends, and when to turn back, or turn around. I'm looking for the... oh, look at that, a goblin. And we found the exit. So here's another small tech of the game. There is an option that we can skip cutscenes. But the game always cuts off, goes to the cutscene, and then checks if we have that enabled, and then skip the cutscene. So what we can do is, since we're using the force move key, we can like progress a little bit further into the cutscene before it starts. And that's useful in a couple of spots. So we're gonna kill the blacksmith wife, unfortunately. She became a zombie. For now. I'm gonna kill a bunch of villagers here. Skip dialogue. Okay. So basically... oh, I have to talk to him. My bad. Basically, the skills that I'm using, my main skill is the Hex, which with the Angry Chicken rune turns me into a chicken, and then I explode later. I have a legendary set piece that lets this skill go really fast. I'm gonna shut up for a bit because I actually need to hear for an audio cue real quick. I don't think it's here. There are 3 crypts And the correct one will have a higher-pitched wind sound. I think it's this one. You can turn music back on. 2 crypts are dead ends, and one of the crypts is the correct way to find the crown. So it's pretty neat. Yeah, I got it right. There's a small audio cue. So we're gonna grab this crown to revive Leoric. Oops, I have to do this with the map. What's up, Enders? Yes, I turn into a chicken. Except I explode right after. The other couple of skills that I'm using are Horrify. It's a red pinkish trailer. This one leaves like this reddish trail behind me. Sorry. It fears enemies and gives me movement speed. And my third skill that I'm using is Spirit Walk. I become green and I spirit. And it actually allows me to move really fast. And you're gonna see me exploding on some... here's a dead end. You're gonna see me exploding on packs of monsters because Witch Doctor has a very nice passive that allows him to reduce his cooldowns for 1 second every time he kills an enemy. So that's quite useful. So we just free the Templar. There's a small cutscene here, not really cutscene, but an event. I have to kill this traitor. He can take long sometimes. Okay. And I use mouse, the scroll wheel up and down to skip text. So Cathedral level 4, I think it's the most annoying map in Act 1. There's a lot of dead ends and it's kinda hard to find the correct way. Most of the time saving this game actually comes from knowing your maps, knowing how to navigate maps properly, and using like your skills efficiently. So I think it's up there. I really hate this map. I usually get a little bit trapped in here. Around here. So it's this way. Here, found it. So here comes the first boss of the game. The bosses in this game are as relevant as Castlevania 4, because since we play on normal, because it's faster, we can pretty much one-shot everything. It's very easy. There's not much to it. What's up, team? So here's another example of walking a little bit into a cutscene. I have to kill a couple of skeletons. This skill that I'm using to kill, like this acid cloud that I'm using, it's the best AoE the Witch Doctor has, so it's easy to clear monsters with that. Just wait for him to actually stop his animation. I'm gonna kill him. Nice. That's the first boss of the game. And then we find Tyrael. Sorry for spoilers, if anyone cares. So we have to talk to these guys. Now we have to find a couple of sword pieces that belonged to Tyrael once. Fields of Misery, it's one of the first examples of... oh, it's not here. There are a couple of static maps in this game. They have like a static layout, but the dungeon I'm looking for can spawn in different locations. So you kind of have to know how to navigate through the map, and I already kind of screwed it up, so we're gonna just look around for it. The spawn points can share with the waypoints sometimes.
Needs more time.
Just maybe some cooldowns here a little bit.
Strike.
It's either here it is. Okay. We're looking for the Khazra Den. We have to kill some cultists here. Here's another small trick in this game. This sword that I'm about to pick up, this sword piece, actually has like a small activation charge. You have to wait a little bit to pick it up. And if we start our teleports... okay, I didn't get it. If we start our teleport in the same frame you get the sword, we actually can do both at the same time, which saves like a couple seconds. Again, not much. So we go back to the Fist of Misery. Now we find our second follower, the Scoundrel. There's a small mini quest here that we have to do. Just kill a couple of bandits. Okay, let's go. Now I have to wait for the Scoundrel. He can sometimes take up quite his time to reach the waypoint. Okay, now we have to find a couple of orbs on ancient temples.
Not ready yet.
They are not very hard to find, so here's the first one. Grab this. Music is also very nice in this game, something very underrated. Oops, it's not it. The other temple is here. Nice. Let me grab this orb and quickly back. Here I can attempt the trick again,
I need to go back.
but I didn't get it. Or I did get it actually. Yeah, I got both the tricks actually. I activated my TP while placing the thing in the pedestal. Unfortunately, it doesn't save much time here because it takes a while for the pedestal to activate anyway. So here's another sword piece. Negative will show up. We have to kill some cultists. Okay, we didn't get it, fortunately. So, also the reason I have dogs, burning dogs, for that matter, is that I have a passive that whenever I have a pet activated, I gain increased movement speed. And also, they do quite a lot of damage. I have the burning dogs rune, so they actually do AoE damage, which is helpful. Now I just have to kill some stuff. Talk to the priests, who show us the basement. Shoutouts to Basement Hero. It was a trap. Who would have guessed? I'm a little bit laggy. Now there's a cutscene. Cain dies. Now I have to go back here. Oops. We're gonna kill the first spider boss of the game. Arenai, I don't even know how to pronounce her name actually, or its name. So here's the 50-50, either go up or down. Down was the correct answer, I think. No, up is the correct choice. Okay. Now there are 4 corners that I have to check for the correct waypoint, correct like path, and it wasn't the first one. Nice. So we found the boss pretty quickly. This map can waste you quite some time. Oh, I forgot I had to actually check here. We kill the spider, we free the enchantress. Yo, what's up, Empty? Thank you.
Empty just coming in and calling your game shit. Does that deserve a ban? You tell me, guys.
That's acceptable, I think.
It's just your regular middle of the day emphasis, right?
Yeah, just a regular rolling in empty, I guess. So here I have to find a step, and I actually waited a little bit for the enchantress, because if you talk to her before, the steps will actually show up with the quest marker, which is helpful. Now we have to go through some goats. And this map is static, I know exactly where to go, pretty much. Another goblin, nice. So elimination. Here's a small fight sequence. You have to kill these guys. If you are, oops, I'm lagging a little bit. If you are actually a class with a dash, you can just skip this and just go through the wall.
Not ready yet.
So House of Agony, I'm looking for a corridor with some cleavers, cleaving the ground, I guess. Not here. This map is also very tricky. There's not much like indication. Oh, here it is. There's not much indication to where to go, so we just kind of have to guess. Okay, this one was kind of fast. House of Agony level 2. Nice map. This map is static. We just have to navigate through. Now that there's a small side quest here, we have to free some spirits. And we kinda got lucky here. We have to free 6 spirits. Oops, I didn't click on this one. They can take up some time because they can spawn in random locations. I'm sorry, English is hard. Okay, it's down there. Also, the reason I can break doors as a chicken is because I have a legendary item called Firewalkers. I leave a trail of fire behind me when I walk, and that does damage and breaks stuff, which is useful. Okay, there we go. That was a pretty nice layout, pretty nice spawns. So now there's a mini boss here, we have to wait. Oh my god. My bad, I actually killed the guy when I was looking at chat and didn't even realize. I didn't even see him spawning. My bad. So House of Agony level 3, another annoying map. We actually have to find the butcher here, which is the last boss of this act. And we found it, nice. That was very quick. Okay, so we kill him. Really hard bosses. And then we free Tyrell right here. He grabs his sword, become Tyrell. He'll summon a portal for us. And Act 1 is over. Nice. 18 minutes, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So now we're on Act 2.
Here we are.
This act is pretty annoying. It's the longest one, I think. There's a bunch of deserts we have to walk through.
I am not. She's heading.
We talk to the guards. I'm out of cooldowns. I have to remember to resummon my dogs after each act, because they will despawn automatically. Okay. So this is an illusion, then Enchantress will come up, will help us out. The Enchantress is our third follower that we can choose from. I'm using the Templar because it doesn't really matter, there's no difference. So now I have to find a couple basements. If I like a little bit. Okay, here's one. We have to disrupt some cults, some ritual. The other one will be at the other side of the map. Around here. Okay, it's not here. Here's one of the spawn points. Oops, dead end. Not here. Okay, so here it is. Why is it toads? It's a Flumo. My favorite spell is actually Toad of Hugeness. It summons a giant toad, which is pretty cool. So now we have to go kill Magda, which is the cult leader. Oops. Here's the entrance. This map is static, so there's not much to it. You know pretty much where to go. So some guards here, nothing suspicious. Except they're all sneak people. So we're gonna free the prisoners. Wait a little bit. Oh, they're all sneak people. Oh, they're dead. Okay. So we talk to the guards. Him hop, by the way.
I can hear the spirits. Need more time, promise.
Okay, it's here. My bad. I got a little bit confused there. So this map is static as well. We're gonna go here and kill Magda, which is a very nasty boss on casual playthroughs. Very annoying. But not to us. That's a good question, MT. Okay.
Captain Ravan, the conditions I heard.
Now we're gonna try to talk to the Emperor,
Let's go.
which may or may not be the Lord of Flies that we are looking for. Who knows? He's such a good liar. So Leah, we have a kind of an attack here. So we can leave, please. Thank you. Have to kill these totems. And now we'll go to the sewers. The sewer is a very nasty area because you can't really see the dead ends before you actually hit them. Like this, you can kind of guess where to go. There's not any indication, so okay, you got kind of lucky. And now we find Adria, which is Leah's mother. Adria from Diablo 1. She's gonna open a portal for us. Thank you. You have to talk to these guys. And keep going. And some more sewers now. Oops. Yeah. I think going straight is the best option in the sewers and not turning around. Yeah. It ended up being the best option. So the Oasis is another static map with random spawns. So you kind of have to navigate through in a certain way to find the correct dungeon.
My curse on you.
You go up here, and then you go to the right. Not sure if I'm actually doing this correctly right now. Hopefully. And which one is gonna be on here?
You are evil and broken.
So we're gonna go to the next section of the map. Okay, so I actually found it, I think. Yeah, I did. Okay. Nice. Now we have to find the head of Zoltankul. Zoltankul is actually a really cool NPC in this game. He has a, oh, okay, we found it. Nice. And then we can go to back to the camp.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never improve. It is
Yeah, we'll summon Zoltankul back. His voice is pretty nice. Both in Portuguese and English. He has a pretty nice voice acting. So I'm probably gonna leave his lines up. Oops, wrong way.
I am unable to open this. I can open this gate for you.
Okay, so we have to find a couple levers now and activate them. More sewers, always fun. More dead ends, also fun. Okay. First lever, go to the other side. This specific section has some nasty dead ends that kind of baits you. You get really debated here. Maybe here? Nope. Oh, I'm gonna hit every single dead end. Okay, so now I can go down here. Oh yeah. Here is Covetous Chen, which is a cool NPC in this game. Here it is. That was pretty quick. We found the exit right away. Oops. Okay, so this ancient path right here. Another static map with random generated spawns. We have to find a couple dungeons, so the best way to navigate this one is to stick to the walls. Kind of weave around them a little bit. Ooh, we dropped a legendary down there. Where are these dungeons, dude? Okay, it's not here, certainly. Maybe more centered in the map. Okay, so there's waypoints. I have to explore the whole thing. Okay, so here's one of them. Another goblin. Shoutouts to goblins. I really like the design of these maps. They are kinda hard to navigate through efficiently, but they're pretty cool. Okay, so what's here? We actually went full circle, which is not cool.
Your day comes.
Nope. These maps are more of a guessing game. Oh, it's not even here. Damn. I got hella debated. What could they possibly be?
My strike is
Also, maybe down here? Yeah. Here it is. First vial of blood. Is this Path of Exile? Almost. And the second dungeon we're gonna have to find. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, here it is. Never seen it spawn so in the middle of the map. I'm gonna blame the marathon. Marathon run.
Marathon luck, yeah.
you die.
So we just gotta find the cave level 2 right here. Find the other vial of blood. Nope, not here.
My strike is true.
Okay, here it is. Oh no, I don't have to go down. My bad. Oof, that's something I kinda hate about the chicken spell. If you are charging something, like a teleport, and the chicken breaks and explodes, I get interrupted, which is kinda annoying. So, fun fact, I actually learned how to pronounce archives because of this game. I actually thought it was archives, the way we pronounced it, because you know English.
Yeah, in French it's the same, like the word is spelled the same, but it's pronounced archive instead of archives.
That kind of makes more sense to me, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the layout of this map is also really cool. There's not much, also not much indication as to where to go. You just have to kind of guess. So here's the first seal. There are 3 possible exits. Here it is. We're gonna go activate the second seal. By the way, we are doing all of this just to be able to revive Zoltanpool. Oh, that's kind of awkward. I'm gonna have to repair my gear. Never had that happen before. Gonna be really quickly. Okay, you're fine. Never seen that happen on a run before. Interesting.
You are evil undoes.
Not here. Maybe yes here? There we go. We're gonna have to find the next exit. Here it is. And now we're gonna go to the Shadow Realm. Quite literally. I think it's Shadow Realm, what it's called. Yeah, Realm of Shadow.
Damn, shamelessly ripping off Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know, right? But yeah, it's pretty annoying. Like the color scheme in this Realm of Shadow it's not pleasant in my opinion.
The spirits aid me.
Here I have to find the body of Welton Cool to be able to revive him, actually. Here it is. Now we talk to Leah. And we do all this to just kill Zoltan Cool right away. Because that makes sense, right? Dead. Now we have the Black Soul. Can go back to the town. So the reason we want the Black Soul Stone is to be able to trap the demon's souls in it. Who would have guessed? Now we have to save some citizens or villagers from meteors. We don't actually have to save them. Like if they die to meteors, that's fine. We just have to check every corner. Like click on the cards and walk around the people. Like we're just gonna have to pretend we're saving people. Yeah, I think that's off then. Nope, this one here. Okay. Come on! He's trying to fight demons. No, come here! The fuck? Hello? Wow, dude. He's just debating me. He's trying to play the hero. Thank you. Hello? Where? Didn't I get everyone? Maybe I forgot something. Oh, here. Okay. Now we're good to go.
We have no time to lose. Now.
We're gonna have to wait for Leah to open this gate. And we're gonna kill Belial, which is one of the main demons of this game. This is one of the coolest boss fights in the game, in my opinion. It's a very hard boss casually. You have to dodge a lot of shit. But since we're speedrunning, we're actually gonna one-shot him. I'm out of mana. He's a pretty WoW-like, World of Warcraft-like boss. It's pretty cool. But since we are a chicken, we can one-shot him pretty much. Grab his soul, and we go back. And that's Act 2. Thank you for the Libre, Ankos. I guess I want to go to Act 3. So we go from desert to snow, actually. Act 3 is a little bit shorter than Act 2. Shoutouts to loading times and loading screens. So now we have to lit a couple of beacons. Here's one of them. This is a small side quest. Give hope to the people. You know? Did I forget when I did? Oops. It's kind of hard to control. I'm not very good at using the mouse. And the last one should be here. Yes. I'm gonna talk to the guard. Unfortunately, Asmodan, which is the main boss of this act, he knows how to use Twitter. And he keeps annoying us with tweet feed. Keeps popping up on the chat. On the screen, I mean. Here's a little bit of an auto-scroller section. You have to wait for the elevator to come up. There's not much you can do here. It's almost done. Kill the monsters and move. So here's another section. We have to raise a couple of catapults. Oh, it's down here. I think that was down. It's here. I have to raise 3 catapults. The first one we just have to like destroy this barricade, and the guys will spawn and raise the barricade, the catapult on its own. Here we have to talk to the guards. He will take care of the guard. And the third one, we just have to talk to this guy. He's really mad. And we have to keep clicking on this winch, I guess, it's the name. You can actually soft lock your game here. I've done it before. I forgot to break the barricade on the first catapult. And then I went back and ended up spawning monsters on the second catapult. And the monsters killed the guards, and my game actually soft locked because I couldn't raise the catapults anymore. So
come on!
Yeah, come on. I have to do the whole auto-scroller section again. It's pretty annoying. So we're just gonna wait here a little bit. I just remember to actually summon my dogs. They give me movement speed. I had forgotten when I came to Act 3. So it's about to finish. You can TP back already. There we go. So now we have to kill Gon. Gon is a demon, like a putrid demon, that is actually destroying the provisions of our army, I guess. This first map is really annoying to navigate through. A lot of dead ends, a lot of wrong ways. Usually it's not with going towards the lava, but it actually ended up working out this time. Let's see. I think it's this way.
The truth binds you.
Yeah, right here. So okay, I actually found Gon pretty quickly. This boss is also very annoying casually. Yeah, oops, wrong button. Here's Asmodan with his Twitter feed. We talk to the guard. There's another small auto-scroller section. You have to kill a few monsters, few shadows. We're good to go. Yeah, the music in this act is actually very cool. Very movie-like, I guess, cinematic enough. So here I have to find a couple catapults. I know where they can spawn, so I just have to look for it, or look for them. Also have to kill something here in the middle of the map. Here is the catapult, and you're good to go. Oh, there's a long ass bridge here. It's very nice to be a class with a dash in this part because you can skip a bunch of stairs like this. So you can just go straight all the way. It's pretty useful. Since we are a chicken, we have to walk. There's a nice boss coming up. The Siege Breaker Beast. It's a pretty cool boss, but unfortunately we're just gonna one-shot him and make our way to hell. I'm lagging a little bit, I'm sorry. This game is a little bit heavy with the particles and stuff. This map can be a bit tricky. Sometimes you have to backtrack a little bit to be able to advance. Might be here the exit, yeah. If you see Asmodan pops up like that, we know we're in the right path. So now we have stairs, because this kind of confirms this is a good RPG. You can't have a good RPG without long ass stairs. Everyone knows that. Another goblin. Okay, so here we are gonna have a little fight with Saidea. I don't even know how to pronounce her name actually. The second boss spider of the game, or a spider boss. We kill a couple of citadels, and we can continue. Yeah, bosses won't shut up in this game. They keep annoying you. I'm gonna try going to the right here. Okay, there we go. And more stairs, because why not? At least the stairs are static and kinda easy to navigate through. Another level of stairs, and then we'll be coming up to the spider boss. Have to kill the syphilis. It's pretty funny, there are some slaves here that you free, and they kinda come and fight with you, even though they are like butt naked. They have nothing. Here's another spider boss, another easy boss. This one is actually pretty easy, even casually, in a high difficulty. There's not much to it. now we're gonna go straight to Asmodon.
We have fought our way to the death.
This section is pretty nice to farm some items. There are a lot of monsters here. Pretty neat section. I'm just gonna kill him. I like his death animation when he kinda implodes in a bunch of blood. It's pretty cool. We grab his soul, and we are done with Act 3. Actually, I have no idea how is my pace right now. So now we find out.
Just like Diablo 2, there are 5 acts in this game, right?
Yeah, there are 4 normal acts and then the expansion.
Yeah. You're playing the expansion right now.
Yes, I'm gonna go to the Act 5 will be the expansion. I'm gonna play it, yes.
Alright, awesome.
So Act 4 at least is very short and sweet. It's my favorite act in the game. Like, we actually come to heaven. Diablo kind of wrecked everything, and we just have to kill him. There's not much to it. A couple bosses and Diablo. This section is a bit of an auto-scroller as well. I have to summon my dogs. Okay, there we go. Even Diablo has a Twitter feed now, annoying you all the time. So this map is static, I know exactly where to go. We're gonna be coming up to the first boss of the act, which is a pretty nasty boss, casually, but in the speedrun is no big deal. This is Rakanov. Oh, we dropped legendary. Okay, so now we have to destroy a bunch of corrupted stuff, trying to find a portal to the Hell Rift. Oh, here we go. Usually it's the last corrupted thing that I destroy. We actually got lucky here, which is nice. So we destroy this thingy here. That is spawning the demons, and then we can continue. We're gonna go to level 2 and do the same thing. We have to find the Hell Rift and destroy the spawning point. This one is a little bit more annoying to do. Oh, actually, second try, very nice. That's some very good luck. I can just walk and destroy the thingies because of my pets and because of my firewalkers. No, it's not here. Spark material. And we can keep going. So there are a couple of Silver Spire levels now. This map is nothing too crazy. Kinda easy to find the exit. Just gonna go with the walls here. There we go. We're gonna be fighting Iswal. It's a nice throwback from Diablo 2. Is that? And now we just have to find Diablo. Yeah, it's not here. The music in this game feels kind of like a Spider-Man movie or something. Very dramatic. Okay, so we're just going in and kill Diablo. Pretty easy. I'm gonna be going a little bit slow on Diablo here because I've heard stories that if I bop him on the first phase, I can actually soft lock my game. So I'm not gonna risk it. This one I can kill, by the way. Yeah, this is the New Game Plus category. We're allowed to use everything obtainable in the game. So we pretty much like assemble a specific set to be able to go as fast as possible. Like it's not very welcoming to new players because you will not have the actual gear. But it's a nice category for people who like to farm and has the pieces. It's not very hard to get what you need to speedrun, to be honest. So here's Act 5, the final act of the game. It is a little bit long. It can... oops, not here. I'm going to the wrong way, my bad. It can cost you a little bit of time because there are some huge maps you have to navigate through. Female Diablo. Come on. His design is kinda nice. So here's the town thingy of Act 5. I have to defend the church. Thank you, Blue. How are you doing? I'm sorry I was not able to look at chat much. This game is very fast paced, and if I'm not looking to where I'm going, I'll keep bonking everywhere.
Agree, dude.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna make our way through. I have to find a specific map, which is kinda annoying. West March, this place that I'm in right now actually, it can cost you a lot of time because sometimes the quest mark actually debates you, tells you to go somewhere, but it is actually, you have to do a very large like going around to actually reach the thing. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, so here it is. Here, do some corpse stacks again, and here we're gonna find the enchantress,
I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
Miriam. She's pretty useful. Here Maltael will talk to us. Maltael is the last boss of the game. Hello? Thank you.
It would be wise for you.
So the cemetery is not a very hard place to navigate. You just hug the walls, and usually you find exit pretty quickly.
Let's just see. I know.
There we go.
You are such a fine move.
What is this? I am returning to town.
I just have to talk to Tyrell.
Maltese, give me a the time for his death has come.
All I know.
Now I have to find Urza. Urza is one of the angels that betrayed us, blah blah blah. And I have to kill him. Okay, it's not this way. Not this way either. So we did. Oh, okay, maybe it was up here. Nope. That's. No, I think I know where I have to go. I think it's down here. Yeah, there we go. So we're in this big church or whatever this is. He goes to his phase 2. And that. Have to talk to Malthel. He's kind of mad at us. Or Urzeo. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
You're not going anywhere. We hid the platform.
Okay, so this is an annoying map. There's this first section that is very quick. We just find this thingy. This is probably the Adria is probably the hardest boss to find in the game. There we go.
This time, Adrian, I will
Remember to get the information.
Okay, so this is a nice throwback to Taurash's Stone on Diablo 2, because you have to find these Nephilim stones, and then it will tell us where should we go, like which passage we have to actually go. Another goblin. But to find the stones, it's not very fun. Okay, actually... No, it didn't. I thought I got for a second try. I was wrong. This map is kinda huge. Sorry. Please click on the stone, thank you. Nice. So besides having to find out these stones, this mapping in here is actually extremely huge, with a lot of dead ends. Sorry.
You are evil and
So we actually have to fight Adrian off. This map can actually kill your run, depending on how it goes. Which is pretty sad because it's in the last act.
My strike is
See, where can I go here? Here. So here's Adrian. Okay, there we go. Now on to the last boss of the game. We're gonna go to the Pandemonium Fortress, which is a pretty cool place. So Imperius is kind of mad at us, as always. So we just have to wait a little bit, kill some monsters. Eventually he shows up and destroys the gate. We're gonna go do that a couple of times. Shoutouts to Shoes the Spider, by the way. And here is the last gate, I think, yeah. Oh, I forgot I had to grab the siege room. So now I have to find 2 siege rooms to be able to activate the thingy. The ram. And this is the worst map in the game, probably. It's a huge ass open field, and you have like no indication whatsoever where to go. You just have to explore it all. On the new game category, it's a pain because you are very slow. Like you don't have all the mobility and the cooldown reduction stuff. So here's one. Oh, actually I have to click here. My bad. I thought I had to destroy it for me. There we go. We got the siege room. Now I have to find the second one. Here it is. Nice. Now I have to go to the ram to be able to enter the Pandemonium Fortress. This is another auto-scroller part, but it's a pretty cool one. We're gonna be heading, I guess, into the door. There will be a couple monsters and a couple hooks that will try to stop us, but we can just kill them all. It's a very well designed scene, to be honest. Okay, so this is the last hit, and then we'll be able to enter.
The gates are broken.
Thank you for telling me, Witch Doctor. Pretty helpful.
Never.
Okay, so we kind of find an ancient version of ourselves here. And then I have to find the Fundamental Fortress level 2. Not here. Damn. Got you baited. I think it's up here. Maybe. Hopefully. Nope. Okay, here it is. Panorama Fortress level 2 is much easier. You just have to stick to the left as much as possible. After this part here. Grab this portal. And you stick to the left as much as you can. Until we actually find this portal. Now it's the rest is static. And I forgot where to go, my bad. And we're approaching the last boss of the game. The scenery on Panorama Fortress level 3 is pretty cool, but unfortunately we have to go fast. And here is Malthel. This boss is really cool. Casually. Very well designed boss. Kinda tough to beat, higher difficulty. He's gonna go to his phase 2 now. And time will end as soon as I talk to Tyrael. When Tyrael will walk up here, and as soon as I talk to him, the timer will end. His death is a little bit flashy, just a little bit. So, time. That's it.
Yo, nice run.
Thank you. Nice run.
You definitely blew the heck up.
Definitely. Just
Yeah.
flashes a little bit. So,
Nice run. There you go.
yeah, thank you for having me. Again,
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for running.